Hello and welcome to the Kenneth Vercammen Law Office Legal Podcast. In this edition, we look at landlord-tenant eviction proceedings. The attorney for the landlord prepares a verified complaint, prepares a summons. It's filed with the court. The court then serves it upon the tenants. There's no answer. The court and the complaint sets forth a date that the court handwrites in the date for the hearing. They send a simple postcard to the landlord's attorney, and if the landlord is not paid, then landlord and the attorney show up. Typically, the everyone watches a video where there's a judge on the video explaining about landlord-tenant court, and then a real judge will come out and give a speech, and then there's the first calendar call. Let's see. So, if the tenant shows up, the calendar coordinator marks the case as ready and says go outside, talk, and eventually they meet with a mediator, which is oftentimes either a young law grad who works for a judge, or sometimes retired people work as mediators. But in our experience, we go to the tenant. Okay. How much money do you got, and how can you pay the difference? Because most landlords just want the money. If the tenant wants to stay and has a resolution, they can all sign what's called a consent to enter judgment, but tenants stay in the premises. So this is good because it sets forth when the tenant's going to pay, where they're going to pay, by which date, how much, and it's signed. And we usually like to put in that they're also going to pay timely in the future. Otherwise, that's grounds for an eviction. Let's see. So it's signed by the tenant, signed by the landlord, signed by the attorney, and it's filed with the court. If the tenant does not comply with the terms, then the landlord can prepare what's called a certification of breach. That gets filed with the court, and then they can begin the eviction proceedings. They don't have to refile the complaint, but they sign what's called a request for warrant of removal, and that with the check, and that gets sent to the constable, and the constable serves the tenant. If the tenant still doesn't pay, then the landlord contacts the constable, makes arrangements for what's called a lockout. Basically, the landlord hires a locksmith, and the locks are changed. And if there's an issue with the tenant, then the police are called, and the police assist the constable. For other information, visit on evicting deadbeat tenants and the consent to enter judgment, visit website njlaws.com. And for representation in Central Jersey, contact Kenneth Vercammen's law office at 732-572-0500. Thank you.